Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel for yet another episode of this Pentagon challenge. Things are going very well in Brazil. We are still occupying one of those continental competition places in the Brazilian league, and today we take on another one of those big hitters, last year's league winners, Vasco da Gama. Let's get into it. So guys, last time you were with us, you would have seen us topple Gremio away from home 1-0 thanks to Chow's early header from a set piece. Gremio then had a man sent off later on in the game, which then basically secured all 3 points for us. We then took on Corinthians, who are sort of languishing near the bottom of the table. I will go over the table very shortly. We took on Corinthians at home, drawing 1-1 with them. We scored and they equalised basically a minute later. After that, we had our Brazilian Cup 5th round tie, where we took on Internacional. We lost the home leg 3-2 from being 2-0 up, actually. It was very disappointing sort of collapse in that competition. We then played the second leg. We won the second leg away from home 2-1 and then lost on penalties 5-4 with Raul Gustavo, the centre-back, missing the decisive penalty. After that, we played Botafogo in the league, losing 3-2. Tough one to take that. Again, Botafogo are one of the biggest sides in Brazil, so, you know, you have to sort of, if you look at our losses, we've lost to Santos, Flamengo, and Botafogo in the league. Not too disappointing if you look at things in the bigger picture. We then took on Goiás, beat them 2-0, thankfully, at home. Goals from Clayton Henrique and Alan Ruiz. Again, Alan Ruiz has scored quite a decent amount of goals for us this season, and it is very nice to start seeing him get that return from central attacking midfield. We then took on Náutico at home. They were one of the teams that were promoted with us last season. Junior Todino scored a penalty to give us a 1-goal advantage, and then not too long after, in the second half, got himself sent off. We then battled with 10 men for a long portion of the game. Unfortunately, we were unable to get the job done. Náutico did score in the 76th minute, as I said, against 10 men, but it was very tough, guys. So we take on Vasco da Gama today. As I said, they are the current holders of the division. And if we go into the title, as you can see, into the table, sorry, Vasco da Gama, current title holders. So it'd be interesting to see how we stack up. They are currently in 5th position as well. But as I said in the intro, we are still holding on to one of these Continental Cup competition places. Currently, we will be qualifying for the Sudamerica, which is, you know, it's the Europa League of South America. But we will be qualifying for that. However, we are still very much in with a shout of a Copa Libertadores place, which would be fantastic, guys. I will say also, I think Fluminense are going to bin their manager sooner rather than later, and maybe they should have picked me a while ago before we got the Guarani job. We applied at Fluminense, we got an interview, and they decided to go a different way. Well, all I've got to say is, look how that is going for you now, guys. Okay, so we will keep on hitting that continue button, and we will be back for that game against Vasco da Gama in just 2 seconds. So then, guys, we are back and ready to take on Vasco da Gama. However, I do have some small business to show you beforehand. I noticed that we haven't, first of all, shown you the transfer update in terms of the players that have signed for us on free transfers. But also, first things first, I have finally passed. Where is it? I finally completed my Continental A license. So I have improved again. 12 months, cost the club 2.9k. So I have improved as a manager. I did initially ask to go on to the next level up, which is the Continental Pro, of course. The board initially did reject this. However, I completely kicked up a fuss, basically. I said that I was very unhappy if they didn't respond to it well. I didn't know if I could continue to do the job at Guarani FC. They said that my passion had not gone unnoticed, and obviously we are doing a very good job at the moment. So I am now currently studying for my Continental Pro license, which is another 12 months and 5.8k in terms of cost, which is being covered by the club. So a quick look at me as a manager now. I'm definitely becoming more rounded, have knowledge of Uruguay and Brazil, obviously, but also in terms of my attributes, they're going up quite nicely. Good attacking, good defending, solid tactical, technical, and mental. Working with youngsters needs work. Goalkeeping or goalkeeping stuff and fitness, it doesn't bother me. We have coaches for that. Motivating is pretty good. Level of discipline is really good. I'm actually really pleased with the level of discipline that we've got. Man management is also pretty good. Adaptability is pretty poor, which I don't understand, considering all of our jobs have not been in England. So I'm surprised that the adaptability has not gone up at all. Determination, player knowledge, and youngster knowledge, okay, it's pretty good, is getting better. But I think at 33 years old in this save, studying for the Continental Pro license, which will take another year, I think we're doing pretty good so far. So if we go over and we take a look at the transfers then, guys, where is the transfer history? Now I need to show you all the guys who signed on the 1st of July. And there's a few of them. There we go. So what have we got here? What have we got here? Who was the first one to come in? Okay, so Walterson, the guy here, the winger, we brought him in to play on the left-hand side. He is the replacement for Koa. Junior Todino is not a naturally good player on that side. His contract was up with Moreirense in Portugal. Obviously, he is Brazilian nationality, so we brought him back in to play on that left-hand side as the inverted winger or inside forward. He looks pretty good. I'm happy with him thus far. He's only played one game, but he does have an assist, so, you know, it's early days for him since we brought him in. Cardozo here is a new gen. As you can see, he looks pretty good for 18 years of age already. Deep line playmaker there, or a central midfielder. I think he looks pretty good. He has the attributes in the areas that I quite like. He's got good passing, good technique, really good determination, very, very good teamwork as well. Physicals could be worked on a little bit, but he is only 18 years of age. Obviously, he comes in, he is Uruguayan, so that is where my scouting knowledge of Uruguay has helped me pick that up. He does like to dictate the tempo. He is quite small, but I don't think it matters a great deal. I'm happy with the pickup for free. Camilo is another one who's come in from Lyon. Brazilian nationality, comes back into the team, just adds that little bit of depth in those midfield spots, can play as a central midfielder or as a sort of more defensive option. Again, comes in on a decent wage, decent value as well for a player who was out of contract. I think is a very good pickup again. And then we move into some of the others. Santiago Gomez comes in as a striker option, comes in as a 3.5 star in terms of an advanced forward, guys. So happy with him as a option. It's secondary option, I will admit, secondary option. Rafael Rui Gomez, again, I was bringing this guy in to sort of be the replacement for Koa. He seems okay, nothing too spectacular, won't be breaking the bank, probably won't be playing a lot for us, but he is valued, you know, at 10k. We didn't pay a great deal for him, so maybe we can make some of this money back should we go to sell him. Mauro Garcia, another one who's come in from Defensor Sporting as a left back. I think he's a very good option, along with Juba. I think provide very good competition in that left back spot. And then obviously this last one is William. I'm not going to attempt to say his last name. New gen, potential 5-star ability, current ability of 2.5 stars as well. He's 18 years of age, South African. He's come over to Brazil. He's got good heading, good marking, great tackling, good bravery as well, good, nice teamwork, good natural fitness. He's 6'3", very professional centre back. I think longer term, I think we would be able to sell this guy for a little bit of money. 18 years of age, I think he could develop into a pretty good player. So that is you guys all up to date on the transfer front. We've done a little bit of selling. Oh yeah, we've sold to Cincinnati. He's gone. I can't remember when that was. Franca's gone as well. That's a loan fee. We've sold Thusa over to a team in Uruguay. And we've also sold Augusto to Pohang Steelers. Again, he was okay. He wasn't really playing a great deal for us. So we let him leave again. So we go into the tactical meeting then. This is how things are stacking up. We go into the OIs. Good Lord, we've got a big old squad at the moment, haven't we? Jesus, I'm actually going to play Gabriel over Gomez. So we go into the OIs. What we usually do, guys, we will do the exact same as always. We put all of the attacking players onto their weaker foots. We actually take the time to see what their weaker foot is. So we take a look at all of that. Right foot's are plenty for their attacking midfielders and their striker. Then left-footed central midfielder here. pop him on his right, and then a right footer, pop him on his left. And then we do what we usually do, guys. We select them all, and then we say we're going to hit them hard. That's kind of all we're going to do. We're actually going to press the two central defensive midfielders. I think they will get a lot of time on the ball. So I think being able to press them will be quite good for us. This is the team to take on Vasco da Gama, the current champions. Temperini in goal, Clayson Henrique, Bruno Piri, Raul Gustavo, and Juba complete the lineup. Obviously, the left back, who I did mention, isn't fully match fit yet, so he will probably take that spot much after. Lucina plays alongside Filipino. This is my sort of dynamic duo in the central midfield. They've both been playing very, very well for us this year. As you can see, both at a 3.5 star. 10 goals between them is actually a very, very good return from these two central midfield spots. Adamo, Ruiz, and Walterson are the three behind the front man, and then Gabriel up top, who is our top goal scorer this season with 13 goals. We submit this team then. We get into it. Some players are still lacking familiarity with things, but if you notice, it's a lot of the players that aren't actually playing in the starting 11. It's a lot of the substitutes, guys, so we're not too worried about it. We go into this game against Vasco da Gama. I've not actually taken a look at their team. I'm going to say that we're the underdogs. Obviously, whenever you entertain the champions, that is kind of what you expect, isn't it? So Vasco will be playing in the white because obviously we do not have the full kits for the Brazilian league, and we are playing in red today. Nothing happening in the opening exchanges. Corner then for the home side. Bruno Piri gets that one clear. Alan Ruiz on the ball. He's been very, very good for us so far this season. Hits the ball down the left-hand side. That is a woeful pass. I won't lie. Woeful pass. Nowhere near the attacking midfielder. But we win that header. The midfielder will pick this one up there. Walterson into Filipino. That is a lovely spray. Into Adamo on this right-hand side. Flashes it across goal and cannot hit the target. We are working on his finishing because his finishing is woeful, guys. He cannot hit water if he fell out of a boat. Really good, really tricky, dynamic winger. Can't do much past that. Really can't hit the target. Temperini comes and claims that corner very nicely. Now we have options to hit it long ourselves. We hit it long. We don't win the header. And then here come Vasco da Gama again. Ball down their right-hand side then. Are we going to get there ahead of them? No, we don't. The cross comes over. It's in no man's land. Bruno Piri gets onto that loose ball and hits it clear. Whew, that's off for us there, just inside the half-hour mark. We've only had that one shot from Adamo, which went off target. Not really threatening the current champions as things stand. They are playing a 4-2-3-1 as well, so maybe we are cancelling each other out. Hopefully we could do something along the lines of what we did to Gremio and maybe fluke a 1-0 victory thanks to a set piece or something like that. Gabriel seems very off the pace at the moment, but he's yoinked that one. Here he comes into the penalty area. Can he finish? Hits it straight at the goalkeeper. As I said, looking a little bit out of sorts is Gabriel at the moment. As we go into half-time, still 0-0. I'm actually okay with this as a result, to be perfectly honest. Our goalkeeper is our best player. Theirs is their right back. We go into the dressing room. There's nothing to lose today, boys, so go out there and give it your best shot. I don't know what else to say. Coming up against the current champions of Brazil, away from home, you know, I'd take a 0-0. Raul Gustavo goes close there with a corner, hedged just over the bar. 52 minutes on the clock. Free kick for Vasco. In comes the set-piece delivery. And they're saying it was a good clean tackle. There was potential shouts of a penalty there. It goes behind for a Vasco corner, which is happening now. My assistant shouts, demand more. Bruno Piri gets that one clear. If Alan was paying attention, he could have got onto that ball, but he's not on it there. Throwing for them on the right-hand side. Back to their right back. Surely he's going to go back to a centre-back. No. Looks for the long pass. We get it back into Adamo on our right-hand side. He's running at his opposition now. Goes past one into the penalty area. Hits it. And the goalkeeper spills it behind for a corner. Lucina with this delivery then. In it goes. Raul Gustavo gets up. It goes behind the goal. Raul Gustavo unable to hit the target on his headers thus far. It feels like we are growing into this game though. Feels like we are doing okay thus far. Obviously we are playing a very, very big team in Brazil. Switching the play out to the right-hand side then. Oh, we've gone in. Clayson Henrique going in big. And I think The referee is going to review that, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty for Vasco da Gama here. Clayton Enrique is actually having a very good game at right back, the youngster. 7.1 rating. Absolutely clattered a man inside the penalty area. It looked like he won the ball to me. Referee goes over to check the little tablet. He comes back out and says, no penalty. Wow. That is a big decision there for the referee. Okay, we're having a couple of issues up top. Walterson not playing very well. Torino is suspended, so Hugo Sanchez will come on. Gabriel is going to come off. Let's move Alan Ruiz up top. He's been doing very well. We'll bring on the youngster Edo Wilson at cam. They will be the changes for now. We will confirm those. Hopefully the fresh legs can do us some good. Vasco have a corner, but it doesn't warrant being shown as a highlight, actually. What is going to happen in the final 20 minutes of this game? I'm happy with 0-0. I'm actually happy with the clean sheet. We are obviously playing one of the big boys. If we could somehow sneak a victory, I'd be very happy. I don't think it's going to happen though, guys. We have to make another sub in the central midfield. Neris is on now. So we move into injury time. Couple of minutes to go. Looks like it is going to be a bore draw that I am showing you guys today. Unfortunately, I don't know what has happened here. For some reason, this is not working as you'd want it to. There we go. Let's space that out a little bit so the skin works a little bit better. Their whole defense and goalkeeper doing very well. Not so much in the attacking third, and much the same for us. Attacking third, not very good. Only managing 2 shots on target the whole game. They had a total XG of 2, so Temperini probably picks up a very good result there. With a clean sheet away from home against the current champions. Everybody thought we'd be beaten today. Well done for proving them wrong and getting a result. Obviously, working on the team dynamic, I think, is so important this year. The team dynamic can really shape your season. As it stands, we have dropped down. We are in 10th, but we are still in touching distance of those Copa Libertadores places. So let's take a look and see what is up next, guys, and then where I can bring you back for the next episode of this series on Friday. So that is the confirmation of pressure building on Hood as Darcy looks to force a move. Who on earth are you, my friend? Fine, leave. Offer to clubs. Anybody. I'm going to transfer list him as well. List it for loan. Get out of here. I can't be having that in my dynamic. Doesn't go down well for me. Okay, so we've started this month of August with back-to-back draws, and the games don't get any easier. We've got Palmeiras up next. What I'm probably going to do, guys, I'm going to bring you back for the Fluminense game, I think. Either the Fluminense game... Yeah, go on. Let's bring you back for Fluminense. Obviously, they are in the relegation zone. It is a club that I did apply for, and we didn't get the job. So that is where I'm going to bring things back. I'm going to play these 3 off camera, and we'll be back for that game against Fluminense. If you are enjoying this series and you have enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to smash that like button down below and subscribe to my channel for daily Football Manager content if you aren't already. I'll be back on Friday with another episode of this Pentagon series, this game against Fluminense. Hopefully, I'll catch you guys there.